Hi, my name is Zahra Ibrahimian and I'm a freshman first year student in FIT, SUNY, Korea. Nice to meet you.
Hello, I'm Namu Kim from fashion design major, and I am in the last semester of 2 years associate program in SUNY, Korea.
Actually, it's a nice question because I have a bachelor's degree in engineering, and there was a time in my life I was like, I wanna quit it and I wanna just follow my dream. So I'm gonna go for fashion design. That was like it for sure, but then it just comes like which university I should go. So it was important for me that the university that I'm gonna go be a high quality university, because it wasn't just about the name, it was like about like educational like quality and everything. So it was important, and it just come up like the FIT is like best choice for me to go.
Actually, I wanted to become a fashion designer one day since I was very young. Like when I was in preschool, I always made my mom struggle because every morning I had to choose the exact outfit that I wanted for that day. In fact, I never thought of any other major to choose because fashion has been a big part of my life every day and every moment. So I think if you fell into love with fashion, you'll never find a way out.
Actually, it's my second semester, and like in FIT, like fashion design, we just go through all like everything from the very first semester. We're just like dealing with all the courses and everything. So it's just like we have so much information, and they're just like giving us so much like related courses. So I have like an idea like what's happening in fashion design industry. To just get me like a wide view about all the things that happening, and I think that as we're just going more and more, I can just like learn more and more, and I just gonna be like fully prepared for this industry, as I can see based on all the things that you're just providing us with.
Before I came to FIT, I was kind of scared of not following lessons correctly or having difficulty having a communication with professors. But after I finished my first semester here, my entire perspective about the school changed. I really had much fun compared to what I thought, because they actually jumped right into the real practical lessons about the fashion industry. But because I said I had so much fun learning things here, I'm not saying that the things you learn isn't hard. It can be very hard in terms of the schedules, the due dates, and the amount of assignments they give us, and a lot of tons of other things that you have to learn before you go to the industry. But I would like to say that don't worry, because there are always going to be professors and friends that can give you help. And also the professors, they can be a really good mentors in terms of your thoughts of fashion and your future and any other things. And you can share your opinions very freely and casually, because you know that you can express your thoughts because they respect you and think of you as a very great designers.
The good part of fashion design is that we just go through all the core courses from the very first semester, because here is important that you be just qualified and know enough about this industry. So I had so many core courses, and I'm just like really happy about it because they're just like well designed and everything.
In my case, I would have to say that it was the pattern making class I took in the third semester, because that class was all about the traditional way of how to make a garment out of a scrap of paper. In my case, I had very hard time passing that course. It was very hard in terms of the calculations and the constructions of a garment that you have to understand from the very beginning. But thankfully, Professor Bess, who taught us in the pattern making class, thoroughly helped students and didn't give up until we fully understood the matter. So I would like to say that even though it was kind of hard passing that course, it was totally worth it, and I would like to take another courses to learn deeper about the pattern making.
Maybe at the first when people just join FIT or just choose fashion design as their like major, they all think of like fashion design. But as we're just learning here and as we're just going through it and just with all the professors and like the wide like view they're just giving us, we can see that it's not just like limited to being a fashion designer. It's about like everything, like being a stylist, being a digital designer. And the good point of like FIT is that they're just like giving us like clue about all these things. We're learning about different parts of industry. So it's not like you're just limited to be a fashion designer. It's just any position in this industry, you can fit it after being in this university.
After I graduate from this 2-year associate's degree program in SUNY Korea, I'm planning to go to home campus to take the bachelor's degree program in New York. But if I don't change my mind, I would like to go to the industry to learn more about fashion and experience more, and then perhaps become one of the professors at FIT.
Don't be like, oh, it's fashion design, let's go for it. Just love it and just have eager and patient for it, because it's important. Here in FIT, from the very, very first day, exactly the first day that you enter this university in the first semester, you start working. And the workload is super heavy, and it's just non-stop project and everything, which are perfect because they're just like preparing you for your future in this industry. Perfect. But it's not easy, so just be a little bit prepared, be eager, and be open to learn. That's the most important thing. As long as you're eager, you want to learn, there's so many people want to support you, and just you get to that like high and peak point of view. So just like be patient, just choose it wisely and just come here.
The more you struggle, the more you like the result at the end, because you earned it yourself. Another thing is that you have to be very careful about the time management, because especially for the fashion design students, you have to be very smart planning out things, because you'll figure out that you won't have enough time to finish everything by the end of the semester. So to give an advice, I think you should not care about the little things that no one sees or cares at the end. So you have to just finish everything in time and a good quality. And the last thing I want to say is, if you feel like you're in a very deep slump or you just don't want to continue what you're doing right now, you can always contact to your professors or your friends to get some help. So don't worry too much, and let's figure out together. And yeah, I think that's pretty much what I wanted to say.